Welcome to the Supercar Connection podcast. Find us on social at Supercar Connection, and full episodes drop Mondays on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Like, comment, subscribe, send us to a fellow car lover. We appreciate all of your support. I'm Gavin, this is my boy Joe, and we're here to talk about cars.
Come on, baby, let's roll.
Welcome back.
Yep, let's do it.
This week to the Supercar Connection. Joe's fired up.
I'm
we got
just-
another guest for you this week. Second guest ever on the show.
Yep.
We got Benji with us. Joe, want to introduce him?
This is my boy Benji. I mean, do you want to really get into how would you describe yourself? What can I describe you to the viewers?
Depends. I mean, how private are we going and how public are we going?
That's 100% up to you. However private and public you want to be to the viewers and everything in between. And
I'm an Instagram influencer. I videograph. I have had a firm, no longer. I'm really just, at this point, Joey's assistant. Background shadow assistant.
There we go. So you're a jack of all trades.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm his shadow manager.
Your previous life sounds more exciting than your current life.
Hey, what's wrong with his current life?
No, I mean,
it's very exciting.
Before I had to chase for it.
That's a very exciting, fulfilled life, isn't it?
He's like Instagram influencer, 100,000 followers. I run channels, had an agency, but I'm Joey's assistant now.
Dude, doing this, but being his assistant is a lot easier than having to go find the stuff because he's like, oh, okay, you want to go with me to do this? Yeah, let's go.
100%.
And I don't have to spend money to go do it now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you want to go to here? Let's go drive the Ferrari. Let's go do that. See what I mean?
I gotta tell you, I was riding in the Ferrari this morning. Me and Joe went somewhere. Of course, we're in the Ferrari.
Always.
Not of course, but we're in the Ferrari.
Always.
And I just kind of had a moment of realization looking up. I'm like, this is just how it is now.
I kind of get what you're saying because it's like it's crazy how fast it's happened, but now that's like this is the norm. Which is a blessing. Like,
yeah, I've seen a million Ferraris in my life, never been in one, and now it's just like I just hop in the Ferrari and we go
somewhere. Like,
what was your first car, Gavin?
My first car.
Whoa. Are you asking
with the questions?
Wait.
No, I want to know.
Are you asking us questions?
No, I want to know what was his first car because I was going to go into the Gavin. I want to go into the 4C.
This kid. Who do you think you are?
I love this.
Why is my voice cracking?
I don't know, but this is awesome.
Go ahead.
My first car that I ever drove, or like first car that was kind of
that you owned.
It's kind of tough because I drove my grandmother's old Honda Civic. Because she couldn't drive anymore, and so we had this old Honda Civic, so I started driving that at first, and I had that for like 4 months, and then my brother graduated, and I got his old Nissan Titan, and I drove...
Nissan Titan?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a pickup truck.
Yeah, it's a truck.
The big ones?
I mean, I don't think they're
for
big.
Nissan.
Well, that's why it's called the fucking
Titan. They're not like Tacoma equivalents, but they're not Tundras.
Yeah. Probably somewhere
like
in between.
A TRX?
It's considered
like a Colorado.
It's considered a full-size truck.
TRX.
But
your TRX is big, whatever.
I had a Nissan Titan for like a year, and then I got an Audi A5. So the Audi A5 was really more like my first car, but I drove other cars.
Well, was your A5 2-door or 4-doors?
2-door?
It was my bad, 2-doors.
That's
why I remember now. As soon as I said 4-door, I go, wait a second.
2-door.
I don't remember there being back because there was
back then it was only the coupe.
Back seats.
Yeah.
Pulled back. That's what it was.
No, but
I remember there being back seats. I just don't remember there was fucking doors or not.
Well, to tie it back, because you were saying like the Ferrari is like, oh, that's the daily thing now. But at the same time, you have a 4C, which you let me kindly drive. And I was like, this is a sick car. So you went from a Civic to a 4C, and then you're saying like the Ferrari, but they're kind of like the same level.
Same level. It gave me the same level.
I don't know if I can go through the rest of this episode.
When the 4C was just delivered and I was driving that car around, that was definitely like a life-changing. That was like a wow, this is amazing experience. But you just embarrassed Joe.
It's not the embarrassment. I don't know who he thinks he is. Like he just came on. He asked you a question off rip, and I haven't even dove in and asking him questions. And then, not to be disrespectful to the 4C, but you just said the 4C and the 458 are on the same level.
In terms of like funness, like when you have an upgrade, yeah, it is fun.
I'm gonna lose it before the episode. The
4C's sick.
Benji will not make it through this episode.
I will make it through this episode.
The 4C is fun.
The 4C is amazing and it's fun.
It's not the same.
It's not the same as a 458. The owner of the car is agreeing with me.
I like the 4C.
I also like the 4C.
Car. It's beautiful.
For what it is, it's a unique experience. The no power steering, I feel like that adds to the fun too.
Yeah, maybe.
It depends. Yeah, I feel you. But dude, the 458 9000 red line, the screams, the sound.
Yes, I like the
He's
Ferrari
doing this shit on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. He's riling me up.
It's working.
All right,
you got red.
All right, let's dive into you, bro. Let's dive into you. let me ask you this. What do you feel like, why have you been able to be so successful at your current age? I don't even know if you disclosed your age yet, but I feel like that's a very important thing because
I'm 20.
Very young kid, very successful, being able to do a lot at his age. What do you feel like, why have you think you've been able to be so successful in this point in time?
I think I just like being more than it makes me excited to feel like I'm working harder than most people. And not just I get up earlier. Like I feel like I'm actually doing something throughout my day. Like I can feel more in 24 hours than what people will do in a week.
You like that chase.
I do.
That hustle.
I do.
That like get up and whatever we got to do today, let's go and kill
like
it.
If people are like, I post one reel a day and editing sucks. If you guys haven't edited yet, try editing. It takes hours on hours on hours, and then do that 8 times in a day for 8 different videos every single day.
But you like that stuff?
I do.
Like you find joy in editing. Like what you
I find joy posting it after I finish, because then people can say, for the creators, not for the people that just watch and go, that's cool. I'm talking about the people who are like, dang, he probably spent a couple hours transitioning that, having to look that up, figuring out how to do it. That's what I like to do.
I can see that. I feel like that's
a lot goes into it.
It does. It does. That part I have no doubt about. I feel like, but one of the common traits with like all successful people is all the stuff that most people hate doing, or like the tedious stuff like that they're not willing to do. Successful people are always willing to do those things, and that's what separates everybody.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
And then those things always bring a premium. People can charge a lot for those services because it's the things that the people with money don't want to do.
Exactly. Being able to add value and create time and like, I guess, delegate and relieve some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with
So how
that.
much should I start charging you?
Huh?
How much should I start charging you?
We'll
bro, I sent you, I showed you the other day.
We can work out the formalities later.
Bro, I showed you the one the other day, 20,000 a month or even 8,000 a month. I can't even picture justifying that.
Some of the things that some of these like, or what do you want to call them? Like social media, like content managers are charging.
Yeah, they're charging. So they're charged for, and this is for a month, not even a week.
overall.
There's
Like,
quite a spectrum.
There's a huge spectrum, but not like management overall, like just creating content. Like I guess glorified editors.
That's, yeah.
Yeah? Is that safe to say?
Yes.
Being ignorant is
Exactly.
Okay. Glorified editors. I saw one person trying to charge $20K a month for what, like 6 reels? 10 reels.
10 reels, and they're not even like video. They're short form, which means they put the captions over a blank page basically, and they explain how the business works. It's not like what do I do for you, or we'll go record, we'll do rollers, we'll do all the transitions and match the music. It's just putting AI scripts over some back form
20 bands a month. But then again, I feel like here's the thing, like,
but they're pros.
okay, how do I describe it? If somebody is ridiculous enough to pay that amount, and let's say his work really is that good, no one would know, or you can't get the 20 grand a month unless you have the listing or have the price tag of 20 grand a month. Like he might not get as many sales as somebody else, but if there's people who really want to spend that money and feel like his product can be that good, I mean, kudos to him for even having that listing.
Well, they probably have a whole agency at that point.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
a solo person charging 20.
Probably like 4 other editors with him or something.
Yeah.
Do you think they're editors like here? Do you think they're outsourcing, or do you think it is like AI?
Probably some
that's helping
outsourcing.
them?
Like the simplest way is like Fiverr, those apps where it's like, oh, go do this, and they charge very little.
Because I feel like your expertise is really like in the content creation space. I mean, are there anything you see that's like, what are some of the trends that are going on right now with like editing or even filming or the whole content creation in general?
Elaborate.
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think of how to elaborate.
Oh, okay.
on the
No,
question,
like,
but
well,
I'm
you're
also
saying like
like-
what's trending right now in terms of like when people see content.
Yes.
If it's too different. It's if you're talking about Instagram and like TikTok. TikTok's about comedy. People like, I don't want to say immature, but it's definitely more simple.
Immature.
They like simple, fast.
Simple,
yeah, it is.
fast.
It is. They didn't
Unless
want
someone's
5
telling a
seconds.
story.
Instant gratification.
Instant. And it could be simple. It could be the memes, whatever. Or Instagram. Instagram's more like the creator space where it's more mature. If you go through the comments, I mean, you'll see it's more.
Is it more mature though?
Yeah, it's not more mature, but it's more graphic.
Graphic, I think that's the right word.
But Instagram's definitely for the more complex videos than it is just the simple videos.
Right. TikTok is more so just like, how do I figure out how can I turn my brain off and distract me from anything?
But I take that back because the most views on your guys' page has been the simple stuff.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
the
works.
memes. The memes sell.
The memes sell, man. Comedy and the memes sell.
People like relatability.
They do. I mean, to be
something
honest
to
with
argue
you,
about.
we've had good success with both sides of it too. Even the meme.
Yeah, like
stuff.
the
I mean,
yours
the meme
one.
is hitting more commonly because I feel like you can't go wrong with a good meme.
Yeah.
But even some of the stuff, just us talking and a lot of the things that go in, and who knows, whatever clips come from this video.
Yeah, the clips, the recent clips have done a lot better than like our first ones.
Well, you guys
the
have gotten a
recent
lot better.
clips have done.
You guys speak. I actually have a picture. It's on the phone, but you guys were on the Explore page when I looked up car podcasts and I was going deep through it. Well, not looking through you guys, but like 4 or 5 of you guys' videos popped up just like randomly in the middle of
On the
them.
FYP.
Yeah, and the FYP.
FYP, baby.
We're going places.
We are going places.
We're going places. Well, let's talk about talk about some cars. I've seen that like you've driven some cool cars, even at the age of 20. That's crazy. Drove my first Ferrari.
He's driven mine.
I drove
driven my Corvette.
Yeah, but I drove my first Ferrari at 28, and a lot of people go their whole lives without driving a Ferrari.
It's very true.
No,
So
it's a magical moment.
I guess the question is, you've driven a few different cars. Give us the top 3 favorite cars you've driven. I think we can start with, and why those would be your favorite.
First one for sure, and I've always like said it. Say it.
I don't know.
It's the A12.
A12 Superfast?
A12 Superfast is the sickest car I've ever driven. It's V12. V12,
That's
rear
true,
wheel
yeah,
drive.
you can't
It's
beat that.
just, and it screams. The exhaust sounds awesome, and you don't feel completely in control, and that's kind of the fun part.
You drafted that car in best sounding car.
I did. I really did.
It's a great sounding. I think it's better than the LFA.
V12, hard to beat, man. Screaming V12. I mean, the Aventador. That's why it's the
The
best.
LFA is cool, but it kind of at sometimes sounds like a little bit drony, like a Arizona can was slapped on the back of it. Yeah, it's not to be mean. It's just it doesn't sound
I agree
great
with you.
sometimes.
The
I agree with
Novatec
you.
exhaust on the Ferrari V12.
It's awesome.
It's unreal. You kidding me?
It's a thunder, and it's like it's not even just a high pitched noise, but it's mixed. You feel like rumbles. It's not a deep sound, but you feel the noise.
You feel the connection when you're driving it, like
Yes.
literally as you literally feel like the whole like. I always talk about like one of my favorite like visuals. Like, have you guys seen like the Avatar movies? Like
Yeah.
the original Avatar, you know when they get on those little like animals and they like
Plug into
snap in the dang thing in the back.
Yes.
OBD2.
OBD2
port.
directly to the back of my brain and then like the back of my butt. Pause. That's exactly what I feel like when I get in a certain car. Like I literally like I'm connected with the sound, the feel, and then the visual of me driving. Plus, like in terms of suspension and feeling everything, I feel it right here.
It's like you don't have to watch the RPMs to shift. You just hear
I feel
it.
the car.
My eyes are on the road. I'm
Yes.
I'm hearing the pitch of the exhaust change.
Yes.
I know when it's time to
100%.
shift.
I don't know if it's included, like if it's just on the base A12, but like on the steering wheel shows like the RPM.
It's not included. No. Yeah,
Not
so
an
that's-
option.
So
Okay.
that is actually very. I love that you bring that up because I have that option in my 458.
That's why yours is
that
an
is an
upgraded
option.
option. It's
For people who don't know, it's like the carbon fiber steering wheel, but it comes like a light up section.
the RPM.
At the top of the thing, it has 4 red little like lineup things. I don't know exactly what RPMs correlate to what because I know every car redlines differently.
They're coming after you in the comments for not knowing what it's called. But
I hope they come after me in the
It just
comments.
goes green to yellow to red. No,
No. There's no green. There's no yellow.
Oh, it's just red.
No,
it's just red lights.
That's a BMW. That's a BMW.
no.
Those are
On the
M
one
Sports
I
things.
drove, it was
new ones.
a red
Is it
to
a new
green.
one then?
Yeah,
And mine just
well-
my time machine shit
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
It's just all red.
Exactly.
Dang.
The new one's red to green. There is, from what I remember, there's no
Green to
yellow.
red or
Green
red to
means
green?
shift.
Red to green. It's like
Green
it's
means
showing red to green.
shift.
Yeah, green
Red's
to
like
shift.
don't shift yet. Green's like all right, go.
Really?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I thought it'd be the other way around. Like red's like, bro, you're destroying
That's
the
what I
motor.
thought, a
Let's
traditional-
let's-
No, green's like you're ready to shift now. It's like that. This is the best moment.
So
Red's like
it's
too
like
early.
you're playing a damn video game at that point.
Basically, yeah.
Yours is three dots.
Mine's 4 red. Like 1 red means like, all right. 2 red is like, and then 3 and 4 is like you're damn near at 9,000 RPMs.
Oh, so it's off until you. It's
Yes,
like
it's
almost
off.
time
I
to
think
shift.
it's like 4,500, 5,000. 1 pops up, then like 6,500 the second one, 8,000 maybe the third one, and 9 is like all 4. And I even think they flash at one point.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
tracking.
Huh?
I'm tracking.
Now,
Makes
see,
sense.
now the whole thing is right after we're done here. When I get back in the car, I'm gonna gas it, and I'm literally I'm not even gonna look at the RPMs. I'm just gonna watch the line just so I can see exactly what it does.
So
But
A12
anyways.
number 1. What's number 2?
Turbo S.
Turbo S.
Porsche Turbo S.
I hate Porsches.
I love them. It's simple.
What was your experience with the Turbo S?
They don't sound great at first when you're just. Porsche isn't a type of car you can just rev to hear it. You have to put it in like when I put it in launch control and we had the other Porsche.
The 911.
Dude, it sounded like a monster just in launch mode.
That's true.
Yeah.
It did completely change the car. I even did because I remember when you guys launched it that one time. I was outside the car. I think I was talking to Vardon or something like that, and I literally like looked and I heard it before I even paid attention to what you guys were doing, and I was like, "That is not the 911 that I've been driving
No,
the
it
last couple of
screams.
days."
It's like
Even the GT3 RS was like that though.
Really?
You remember like just like the idle and the startup was
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
crazy, and then when he started taking off,
Well, I mean, at the same time, granted, I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I know, like, for example, like some of those cars have valves. So at lower RPM, especially the newer cars, the lower RPM, sometimes the valves are closed because they're like on a cold start or you're in a neighborhood and you're trying to leave the neighborhood in the morning. They have the valves closed on purpose. And then depending on what it revs to, like my 458 has valves at like, I think 2,500, they open up and it literally changes the complete sound of the car. You guys don't know the sound because when I got the car, I plugged the vacuum lines. So the valves never close. So my valves are always open. But I think on like the GT3 and the 911,
Any Porsche.
they all come again. Don't know what I'm talking about, but I believe the valves are on to a certain point. I just don't know at what.
Well,
point
we've
they
all
open
launched
up.
it. When we revved it, I think it didn't go past 3,000. And
So I think that's right around where the valves open.
But then when we launched it, it was at it was sitting at 5,000 when we launched it.
So
Right?
that's probably where that's probably why it sounded so insanely different.
Yeah,
because
it's
the valves
insane.
were open and then it just straight gas.
And then the Turbo S on top of that, and I think I've showed you the video. He has like some R1 Motorsport exhaust on it, and
Wild.
it set off all the alarms in my parking lot.
Yeah, shout out to R1 Motorsports
Loud.
too. They
So
do
yes.
crazy work over there.
Porsche Turbo S second.
Turbo, so that just takes off like nothing else.
Yeah, it's not even just the launch; it's just the overall car. I like the info. I know you don't like it; it's simple, but the infotainment to me is a very minimalistic and modern. I think it's one of the nicest interiors when you're comparing to the new supercars, especially for the price. And then the handling on that car is beautiful
For the price. You're saying it's a bargain?
compared to other cars. Yes,
300 grand.
300 grand's a bargain?
yes. When
Compared to
you're comparing
what?
it to something like a 765 LT, this is a car that can beat a 765.
In a straight line.
It can beat an F8. I don't know how it's handling.
There's no way it beats an F8.
What's
Yeah.
the Nürburgring?
I don't know.
test?
That was the scandalous one. F8 is ridiculous.
Ferrari doesn't do the Nürburgring.
Ferrari doesn't do Nürburgring. We don't do that shit. We don't put up with that fucking.
Okay,
Ferrari
Lamborghini then.
only test
If you
on-
put it
only
against an
test on
S-
Monza.
Us, Enzo and I, we don't put up with that shit, man.
If you watch any car wow video, there hasn't been a single car. Well, there has been some cars, but it beats 99% of cars on any drag race video that you've watched. Plus handling,
Yeah,
if you go through
drag
Nürburgring
race.
times, the Nürburgring.
How do you know Carwell doesn't have a contract with Porsche and Porsche makes them fabricate the videos so the Porsche?
Well, the
always
Turbo
wins?
S is like, I do straight lines better
That
than
shit
anyone,
happens.
like anyone else in the game.
Yeah, it's the best
What
daily.
does? What does?
The Turbo S.
Does straight lines?
Yeah, dude. That car was
Don't
that,
dude me.
that car's quoted at like 2.5 seconds, like back before things were going that fast.
I don't believe that shit,
Bro,
There's
and
no
its
way.
drag race times, even from a rolling, it's gonna beat most Ferraris.
The Turbo
it beat an 812 and SVJ. It's not even a conversation when you're talking about rolling plus a drag race from 0 to 60.
But the Turbo
Or a
S
quarter mile.
is not beating an SVJ on the Nürburgring.
It did. I'll bet any amount. On the Nürburgring, I think it will. I don't think Lamborghinis are made for
It's
handling.
not being a plaid.
The SVJ held the Nürburgring record for a while,
How long?
a long time.
It beat-
It's not being a plaid.
the GT3 RS.
What's
beat
holding the record right now?
That's a good question. Are we talking like normal production cars? Or are we talking like autistic?
Well, if we're talking about SVJ, or if we're talking about whatever in the same class as the SVJ,
That's
what's
a
the
good
class?
question. I actually don't know that by heart.
What? So like the technical, what's it called? Production car record, and you're gonna hate this. So we'll talk about the next
Is it the
one.
Rimac?
No, it's the
Production car.
the AMG one.
That's not
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
the
just
AMG
telling
one,
you.
yeah.
That's not a production car.
It counts as the production car.
Why does it count?
category.
Who
I don't-
counted it?
That the people that set the records. Guinness,
It
I
beat
guess.
the new RS.
Guinness is horseshit. Okay, that does not. It's not
Is
a
there a way
production
we
car.
can look? Do you have your phone?
Huh?
Can I look up who holds the record
The AMG one holds the record, and then the
currently?
the GT3 RS is next, I think,
Really,
or the GT2 RS maybe.
bro? Look up a Turbo S Nürburgring time versus any of your favorite, whatever your piece of shit cars are. It's gonna beat them on a Nürburgring.
You know that meme where the guy's like, "This whole episode, that's all everything that's come out of your mouth, all I've done the whole time inside, I'm like,
It's been shook.
wow." I'm waiting for Gavin so I don't say something really ignorant.
GT2 RS, Mercedes AMG GT Black Series,
but- Wait, what's one?
GT3 RS.
What's one?
AMG one?
Okay, not a production car.
And then the GT2 RS Manathri or whatever. Then the AMG GT Black Series, the 911 GT3 RS, the Aventador SVJ, the regular GT2 RS, the Huracan Performante, AMG GT Black Series,
So that was like 3 or 4 Porsches above an SVJ.
again, 911 GT3 RS again, 918 Spider. You're not going to get to the turbo for a minute. The turbo is not a track car.
It's not. No. Not at all is it a track car. I just think it's better than. I would rather have that than the Evo any day. I know you
and
love
I
the
just have
Evo.
such different tastes, bro. That's all that it is.
Different
It's
taste.
like, and
I
it's
just
not
hate
even
Porsche.
about. It's not even being like
Bro,
the new
Porsche is
super
a
fans.
Porsche is a glory. I don't know what they did. I don't know at what point people
It's
got
on
brainwashed.
drugs.
They're the damn near the same.
And
near
you
as
know
the
what?
government.
You're talking about
They brainwashed
MSRP.
the entire car community with all this crap.
What's the MSRP of an Evo?
They are glorified MSRP
Of an Evo.
It's like
220,
220, 240.
What's
you
the
end up at
MSRP of a
300
turbo?
variants. Huh?
What's the MSRP of a turbo? It's
240,
150.
250? No, it's not.
The MSRP.
No, it's
of
not.
a
Look
turbo
that up
is
so I can
150.
prove him wrong right now on the damn thing.
Right
What
now,
is an
they're-
MSRP into it? No, it's not, bro. It's not
100?
one.
What?
No, it's not. Secondly, okay.
152,000 exactly on the Turbo S.
They brainwashed the entire car community, okay? I don't know how Porsche did it. I don't know when they did it. These glorified Volkswagens, okay, that they're putting out that used to be crap back before 1990 or whatever year that they changed from water-cooled to air-cooled or whatever bullshit that they did. They brainwashed the entire
old
car
turbo,
community
the
into
911
thinking
turbo
that there's some
beats.
bulletproof handling supercar when all it is it's a rear engine car that handles very well that I'll hang their hat on. But now all of a sudden you got, like, for example, we're talking about the base 911. People who pay over 100 whatever for your base 911, you are an idiot. I don't care. I don't care.
The 911 starts at 120 grand.
Who buys that? Who walks into a dealership?
Or was that for the cab?
Huh?
Was that for the Cabriolet or was that just normal?
No, that was the base. That was
the Turbo.
The Turbo S, by the way, is 196.
Exactly.
Starting?
Bro,
Starting.
shut up, Benji.
230 for the Cabriolet.
Exactly. Bro, Porsche, you get one option on that Turbo S, you're at 240. Tax and licensing, everything, you're up at 260, 270.
That is true, yes.
Bro, you're tripping.
But
there's no way you're getting that over an Evo, bro.
Think it lasts so much longer than you can't drive a Huracan past maybe 30, 40,000 miles. And who even drives it that many miles? You can have a Porsche for a lifetime.
No one's buying a Turbo S and then
not daily.
Yeah, first off, nobody buys a brand new Turbo S, has the money to afford that, and then keeps the car
drives it past 3 years.
Exactly. Yo, you're tripping, bro.
But
secondly, okay, can we throw this up too? 911 Turbo S. Okay, we'll do the 992 911 Turbo S versus a brand new same year gen Huracan Evo. There's no way. There's no way the public's gonna pick a damn Turbo S. Unless they're brainwashed.
You want
like
comments or likes?
Huh?
Comments or likes?
Give me likes again, baby. Dial me up on likes again. Because now everyone thinks I'm crazy picking the California.
Turbo, if you pick the Turbo S over Evo, take the comments.
Comments?
Comments are harder, yeah.
Comment 911 for Turbo S. Like for Huracan Evo.
Evo. Yes, Huracan Evo.
Huracan
Evo. I don't want no Technica. I don't want no crap like that. Give me just my base Huracan Evo.
Yes.
You heard it here first. Like for Huracan Evo. Comment 911 for the Turbo S. We'll see what happens.
Okay, can you be honest with me?
See what people think.
Daily
Evo.
Really?
Evo.
First off, bro, you gotta understand too. Maybe I'm biased.
Dream car.
I'm also too big to daily a Porsche.
But not an Evo?
An Evo, bro. No.
How did you sit in the 911? I didn't even see it. How did you
make work? Evo's worth making work.
Exactly.
Turbo S.
Turbo S is dog shit. I don't want that shit. I don't want to daily no freaking. I don't want to daily a. I guess it's technically a Volkswagen as well. So I'm maybe contradicting myself.
Both are VW
but
group.
they were like, okay. Porsche the reason why I'm saying the crap that I'm saying is back in the day in the 80s, Porsches were like glorified Beetles. They were glorified bugs. They were
sure about
the
that?
first one was
I'm
made
positive
on a bug.
about that, bro.
The first Porsche
that.
was made on a Volkswagen body, yes.
Thank you. They're glorified Beetles.
It's kind of like what the AMG is to Mercedes. Porsche back then was that to Volkswagen.
Thank you. They're glorified Beetles. Now, I don't know. Again, I don't know what they did to subliminally just, brainwash the public. But now they treat them like there's some god holstering. Where back in the 1980s, they were literally dog shit.
No,
nobody wanted the car. Supra. They were like, they were literally Beetles. I don't know how else to explain it.
Did you not see the Turbo in Bad Boys, bro?
No, bro. I didn't see the Turbo in Bad Boys.
It's classic.
Is it classic?
1995, Bad Boys, Will Smith.
1995. That was when they re-engineered them. I'm talking I don't know the year. It's either 1990 or 86 or 87 or 88. My old man said it to me like 95 times. So I forgot what year in the late 80s.
So you're sure? Your old man was tapped in back then. So
very sure.
I believe him.
Yeah, very tapped in. Okay. We're talking the guy
going off the word of the old man.
Yeah, he had a Testarossa when he was 22. So I believe that dude.
How about that guy?
Exactly. But anyways.
The first Tesla Roadster?
Huh?
The first Tesla Roadster?
Testarossa.
Oh,
20-year-old child.
That's why I was like,
Testarossa, Benji.
Testarossa.
The Ferrari Testarossa.
I was like,
I thought you said Tesla Roadster. Oh,
that's why I was asking you. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Tesla Roadster? I was like, how old is your dad?
20. He is 20. That's true.
He's 20. For everyone at home watching, remember that anything he says, remember he's 20.
Tesla Roadster.
Testarossa.
My guy doesn't even know what Miami like.
Dude, I was like, dude, what are you talking about?
Is?
Yeah, of course.
All right, just checking. I'm just checking.
You guys like the new Countach?
Yeah, you know what a Myra is?
Oh, we love
Mira?
the new Countach, both of us.
Mira?
Myra?
Myra.
I recognize the name.
Definitely Myra.
Mira?
I only recognize the name.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to pretend I know what it looks like.
Thanks for that.
No, I got you. No worries. Mira. You know what a Mira is?
Nope. I know the name.
You know what a Gallardo is?
Yeah, of course.
Gallardo.
Gallardo.
What was the first Lamborghini truck?
It's just because Chris Brown.
What was the first Lamborghini truck?
It wasn't the Urus. I forgot what the name of it was.
LMO02.
They made it like. See, that's why you're my guy.
What was it?
See, fucking fire and ice,
What was
baby.
it?
That's why you're my guy.
The LMO02.
That's why he's my guy. Fire and ice.
You needed him behind you
when
to help
have
you with
us,
that.
When you have the two of us, every angle's covered. You can't.
See,
But you don't know what an
can't
AMX
be us.
Javelin
Hey.
is. You don't know what an AMX Javelin is, or even a Gremlin.
I'm done talking
You know-
to this kid, bro.
What's a Gremlin?
This dude's talking about like Halo cars. Or
Not
talking
even
about
Halo.
Warthogs and all shit like
The
that.
Gremlin
talking about
held
GTA.
the
Come
track
on.
time.
This isn't. What is it? What's the name of the damn city? This isn't. Fuck. What's the name of the city?
How do you guys
GTA?
not know what a Gremlin is?
Damn,
AMC Gremlin.
I can't move on to the next topic unless somebody tells me what the name of the city is. GTA is.
What's
Los
it called?
Santos?
Los Santos.
Los Santos.
Okay, there, Los Santos.
Santos.
This dude's riding around Los Santos in a Gremlin. Fuck him.
You don't even know what a Gremlin is,
Teach me, educate me, please. 20-year-old, educate me,
bro.
What is a Gremlin?
It held a substantial track record, any American track record, before the late 1980s to 1970s.
What kind of car is it?
It's a little 2-seater hatchback car.
By who produces it?
AMC.
AMC.
AMC. Who cares about that? I have something.
Please
something.
tell me. Yeah. Fuck
You know
Reggie,
the other
topics.
the other day when you were asking me, like, when I was like the Urus, it could have been more Lambo. Like,
Right.
It was a little soft.
Right.
The truck they made back in the 80s,
That was Lambo.
that was Lambo. That thing was wild.
Like it were on brand with the doing because was it made around the same time when the Countach was out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's
like
on
that truck was just like, okay, there's like a V12 in this massive.
Was that
tank of a
before the
truck.
Hummer came out or after?
That's
Before
actually a
what?
good question. The Hummer.
The Hummer.
Before the Hummer.
I mean, the Hummer was back in like World War II.
the H1.
but
That's what I mean. So they
the
come
Hummer
out
was really
after or
like a
before?
military vehicle that they
No,
were like.
I don't know.
Like, you know what the 6x6 G-Wagon looks like? It looks like
Yeah.
that version of a Hummer. It looks like a
Right.
6x6
It looks like the 80s
version.
version. It looks like the 80s version of a 4x4 squared.
Really?
With the LMO too, yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Car's crazy.
That's pretty sick. I'm glad we're
You haven't
getting
seen
into
one?
this. I honestly, I think I've seen it. Honestly, did they not have one at Cars and Copters when we went down there?
There was one.
There was one, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture, but I'm having difficulty picturing it. Whatever. But even going into like specs,
How many
and
were
talking
made?
about cars,
Because I've never seen one in person.
I doubt there's been. I've only seen one, and it was at this insane car show we went to. Remember the one I was telling you where we met Christian Connerstein
Yeah.
and all that stuff? That was it was the first Cars and Copters.
What engine is in that car?
I don't know.
V12.
Whatever V12 is in the damn Countach.
It's a
I imagine.
V12?
V12.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
What's the gas
exactly.
mat? I think it's like 2 mpg.
Bro, not even. It gets like 0.6 mpg or something like that if you're
Yeah, I
lucky.
actually haven't really seen it.
See, now that's Lambo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is Lambo.
Yeah.
Wow, that actually really does look like a Hummer.
Right?
It does.
But a crazy V12 sharper Hummer.
No, but see, that looks like a truck.
It is
Like
a
they
truck.
made. That's what I'm saying. They made that look like a truck versus the Urus is like an actual SUV.
Stick this thing next
What's
to the
the inside look
Countach,
like?
and you're like, that right there.
That's a two punch combo right there. That's a deadly 1-2.
I like that interior more than the new Cybertruck.
Bro, that looks just like the Countach interior.
yeah, just like 2 levels of it.
That's really it.
Dude, that's a Hummer interior. How
Why?
much
It is a
going for
Hummer
right now?
interior because look, Hummers are specifically known for having that crazy wide center console gap. Like that's what a Hummer is. Like in a Hummer,
you
the
been
certain
in a Hummer?
Yeah, I've been in an H1.
Dude, no
everything.
joke.
You've been in an H1?
It's like sitting
Literally.
far from you.
Literally,
You're so
I'm pretty
far
sure
away.
you're out the cut right now, but
I
like
am, but
literally,
it's that sitting
exactly.
up.
That's
The
how
fact
far
that I
you.
have to
That's
go
how
out
wide
of
the
the-
Hummer is.
It's crazy.
What about, real quick? So your third favorite car? Do you have a
Oh, yeah,
third
we never
one?
even got to that.
The 4C.
The
did like
458
the 4C.
C8 Corvette.
You know, ooh, shit. It's between the 458 and the 4C. No, I take it back. I'm so sorry. The AMG Black Series.
Here we go.
The Black Series.
You drove the Black
AMG
Series?
Yes, and I loved it.
I actually
It's
didn't
the
know
most
that.
insane car.
Yeah, I didn't.
Not above the Turbo S. Like, I wouldn't want to daily that car.
Wow.
Why not?
Hood's
Apparently
way too-
over
You
here,
got pics of that car?
This is the camp where you can daily anything.
Yes,
because this
I
kid
think.
thinks he can daily a freaking GTC for whatever the hell the thing is.
You
Lusso
can
thing.
okay.
I
two-
daily a 4C. You think I can't daily a GTC4 Lusso?
I really don't think you could.
Okay.
Because when you get to the point to have a Ford Lusso, you'll be like, why the fuck am I driving this every day? Why do I not have something comfortable to drive?
There's 3 things about that car.
I promise you.
No cameras.
I promise you. The day
right.
that you get into a Ford Lusso, you'll be like, why don't I have a G-Wagon?
Wait,
So I
what's
can
a Ford
find it out
Lusso?
every day. And
You might be right. You might
The
be
fuck's a
right.
Ford Lusso?
It's the Ferrari. It's the Ferrari
Station
like
wagon.
4-seat hatchback.
it's a Ferrari station
The
wagon.
one with the long.
Station wagon. Pull it
Yeah,
up.
long
Pull it up
front,
for the
long
child.
back.
It's
Pull it up
the
for
it's
child.
the A12 with a back
Pull it
seat.
up for the child. It's a Ferrari station wagon.
Yeah, it's A12 with the wagon
You ever
on the
seen
back.
that 70s show, or is that you too young for that? I'm asking so legitimately.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. It's not because I'm too young. I just don't
You've
give
never
a shit.
seen that 70s show?
Oh yeah, I've seen this car. Yeah.
Ferrari hatchback or Ferrari station wagon?
Yeah, he could daily that.
No, you
You're saying you
can't,
can't
bro.
daily that?
No, you can't.
That
bro.
car's made. That's the most dailyable Ferrari.
I just think we
More
all,
than the
we all have
SUV.
different definition of dailying it.
Kinda hot.
It's not
Okay,
about-
daily. Can I
it's
get
not about
inside, go
if
to
you
get
can't- No,
groceries?
it's not that you can daily it. You can technically daily any car. Do you want to daily that?
That's what I mean,
bro. No one wants to get in a Ferrari every single morning, and then eventually your service bill is going to rack up. It's just not feasible to daily. That's the whole.
Is
point
that your
of the
dream?
daily.
Before I shit on it, is that your dream? Like,
Low-key.
I just think it'd be a cool daily.
would be, or is that like the dream daily you want?
I mean, right now it
Like,
seems
I want a daily of yours.
like if I had
You can daily.
Yeah, exactly. That's the car.
That's
I
a
want to
dailyable
daily.
car.
Yes.
Dailyable. I think
Is
I
that
made that
the
word
car
yeah,
up.
like
you
I
want
would
to daily?
rather daily the GTC4 Lusso than an Urus.
I can't do this anymore.
So
Anyways.
I can't defend you on that one, Gavin.
you don't have to. That's the great thing about this world.
I don't
think
I
anybody
get to
would
pick
pick
whatever
that.
I
I
want.
was like, Gavin's dumbass opinion. No, that's
don't
Gavin's
matter.
dumbass opinion.
Whatever you're smoking, go ahead. No, but the reason I say the black series, you cannot daily. Two things: no, 0 cameras on that car. You can't see if you're gonna rear end something. The wing and the cage, impossible to see through. Cough. Your C8 reminded me of how much I hated having a front splitter and scraping everything. There's no front, at least not the one I drove. I don't even remember. There's so many fucking buttons I don't even remember. If it even had an axle lift.
It might have, but it might not have.
But you know what's really sick? When you go in the trunk, there's literally, you don't have a lot of trunk space because they have an extra support for how much downforce that wing puts down. They have to slap it into the trunk to go directly
they have to
into the
bolt it
frame.
down and everything.
Yeah.
That's insane. Bro, when I see it has an automatic front lift system.
Exactly. And that's the only thing that makes it
Bro,
so
and
even then it scares
It's literally
me.
memory location. You
Even
literally
then
can
it
set it,
scares
and
me.
it's literally always, anytime you come back to that.
Bro, when I drove your car, I was
C8's the
shitting
best car,
bricks.
bro. C8's the best car. Well, because I put that long ass spoiler on it.
Exactly.
It's not that bad.
Huh? It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It looks
You get
beautiful.
used
It's
to
just
it,
when I
though.
scrape it, I was like,
You do get used to it.
Yeah, you just got to know how to drive a car like that. And
I also
so-
put a lot. To be fair, I also did put a lot of pressure when he drove it. I was like, anything happens to this car, I will kill you. So
yeah.
that's
Yes.
He's probably a little.
I've been
shocked
dailing
that
an SUV for like the past
I really put some
8
pressure
months.
on you. I said, listen, anything happens to this car, I'm gonna murder you.
All right, you want to roll into spec check?
Let's roll in the spec check. Let's hear this kid describe some damn cars after all the crazy shit he's already said.
All right,
in this
we have
episode.
a Porsche themed spec check because Benji is.
Yep.
911
What a
themed.
great theme to piss me off than a Porsche theme spec check.
Starting out, we've got
Now I get to shit on these things.
a PTS pastel orange GT4 RS with the Weissach package.
Can I say one thing before we get into this?
Go ahead.
You want to know another thing that pisses me off about Porsche?
What?
What the hell? Like I don't understand. I can't follow what's going on with these damn cars. What the hell is a 718 GT? What is a 718? Is that the platform that the car is built on?
Yeah.
So the 992 and the 718.
No.
What's the difference?
The 911 in the,
The
718.
911.2. So it's second generation.
99. Right now it's the 992.
Right. So
That's the
992
generation.
911.2.
No.
What the fuck? What are they doing?
992 is the generation of the car.
Got it.
It's
So that's
like-
current generation.
Current
the predecessor
generation
is 991.
Is 991.
And the predecessor or the
So
whatever
that's like
the hell the term is 990.
The 911 had a had a mid-life refresh, and then it's the 991.2 because it's like still the 911.
Wait, so am I wrong? Because you know how we've been talking about the 911 Turbo S?
Yeah, current is 992.
Bro, that's
But
part.
what it says on the back, it says 911.
911 is the model.
That's the model.
The model,
That
correct.
I know.
The
That's the
992
model.
is the-
See
The
what I
992
mean?
is the generation.
See what I mean? They're literally just confusing people. They're like,
problem is-
this is so
But that's
rare.
the same thing
No,
when
it's a
people talk about the 340i.
991.2.
When you had the M8, the
Everything,
850i.
every car has a generation tag. You just don't usually hear about it. Like
But what-
the
what is
M3s,
it what is it-
they've
what's
got
the
like,
difference between
there's
the
like
generation
there's
tags?
like F90 and E92
Right.
like tells you what generation of M3.
Like, what is the SF90
'Cause
to
they've
a
made the-
458 is the horsepower, right, of the car?
No.
458 is the
Exactly.
model.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
It's the model.
And
Ferrari-
the SF90. So what is just these random ass
Yeah, but they
numbers?
stopped making the 458. Then they started making the 488.
No,
Then they stopped
right,
making
right.
the 488. Then they made the F8, and then they added on the extra 296 and all the other crap that they were making.
Because Ferrari doesn't carry over the same model.
Exactly,
Ferrari makes
Porsche is like,
new
we're making the
models.
same shit over and over again, selling it to the same idiots
The
that keep
F8
buying
is
it.
just
So
the
does
458.
BMW. So does Audi.
The F8 is just
It's all the cars that all these
458
idiots
rebadged.
buy that they cultivate. All these cult following weirdos
Yeah.
that keep buying these cars and think that they're the greatest things ever since bottled water.
They are the
They don't
greatest
make-
things
No,
since
they're
bottled
not.
water.
It doesn't make
They've
any
had
sense.
the same car and they've just slowly made it better and better over time.
Dude, people,
For-
this is the thing.
Because
They're
they had it
milking
perfect
the
from the
market
beginning.
more than any car brand. They're literally like, everybody likes this car so much, we're literally going to change it just enough to call it a new model, but not enough to be like drastic. We're going to milk that market and do the same thing over again. Maybe I'm upset because they're so good at what they do. Is that
They
what it
are.
is?
They perfected it
I'm
from
pissed
the
that I
beginning.
didn't do it or no one else is doing it.
You're exhausting the commuters this episode for sure.
commuters?
The commuters.
The commuters?
It's early in the morning. They're driving to work and they got Joe screaming at
I
them
hope
about
they're
Porsches.
fired up about the show. They can get into work and they can kill it because they're fired up that Porsche's out here racking it in, and then they're on the drive listening to me
They're
bullshit.
racking-
Yeah, and the
Porsche
poor
makes more
person
money
in
per
their
car
Porsche's
than
crying.
any other car brand.
Exactly.
Do they really?
Yeah.
What's their like profit margin?
Because it's dog shit. They make dog shit.
I think it's because
No, they don't make dog shit.
They
think-
make Volkswagens and sell them for Porsches.
They
That's what
last
do.
forever. They're great.
Let's get a
builds.
spec check before I lose my mind.
Give me the spec check.
So we have an orange GT. Basically,
That's a beautiful
718
color.
is like 911.
No,
It's the model.
Okay, so then
718 is the
GT4
model.
RS is not the model then. That's the submodel within the model?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's like the
the GT4 RS is the trim of 718.
Okay. So this is technically a 718 Porsche.
It's like saying the sport.
The submodel would be
so
the
like this is a Camaro
Cayman.
or a Corvette.
yeah, and then,
718
And then
It's
it'd be
the
like an
Hellcat.
SS Camaro or a ZL1 Camaro. This is like the equivalent to like a ZL1 Camaro.
Right? The GT4 RS is like saying
GT4
Hellcat, right?
RS.
ZL1.
Got it. The
It's like Scat
GT4
Pack?
RS is the ZL1 and the 718 is the Camaro.
And under the 718, you have the Cayman and the Boxster. The Cayman is the coupe, and the Boxster is the convertible. So
Wait,
there's
wait,
the
wait,
718 Cayman and the 718 Boxster.
Got it. All Boxsters are convertibles then.
Yes.
And then all Caymans are
Are
hard
coupes.
coupes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm following.
Yeah. So
See,
seven,
now you're following.
Yes.
Now
You just
the
gotta-
wheel's rolling.
You got to map it out.
I got to jump on the wheel. I don't
Yeah.
want to jump on the
So
wheel.
this is the 718 Cayman GT4 RS. So the coupe 718 with the GT4 RS package.
I like that color a lot.
Let's hear your Porsche.
which
Let's
is
hear
the
your
top.
thoughts, Porsche
This is the
fanboy.
top package that you can get on the GT4.
I like the color a lot.
Wait, what's the top package? The GT4
the
RS?
GT4 RS
Got
is
it.
the top of the top.
Why is it the top of the top?
This is so for
It has the Weissach package one,
yeah.
What's a Weissage?
Well,
carbon fiber, everything.
before we even get there, the GT4 RS or the Cayman, people love the Cayman because it's smaller and lighter than the 911. But it's never been high powered. They've always been like lower powered cars.
Well, aren't Porsches already lower powered cars?
Yes, in general, comparatively. But the Porsche world always the big wish of the Porsche world was that they would take the GT3 motor, the like naturally aspirated flat six, and put it in a Cayman.
Why have they not done that?
That's what this car was.
Oh, this is what this car was?
That's what
so
they
they
finally
milked the
did.
market enough to where they finally came out with
So
the damn
people
thing.
asked for this car for like 2 decades, and they were like, okay, here is the car. We're putting the GT3 motor into the 718.
As much as you shit on Porsche, it's the least depreciating brand ever, car ever.
Bro, I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Because you're gonna piss me off and get me on a whole nother tangent just by what you just said.
Look at these air intakes instead of the back window.
Those are real intakes, right?
Those are real
They're
intakes.
real intakes.
Right. They're not like Mansory air intakes.
They're not.
They're not Mansory exhausts.
Nope.
Nope.
So what do you think about this?
All right. Can I give my stupid opinion first? And then
Yeah,
let you
go
Porsche
ahead.
fanboys go after. I like the color, to be honest with you. Orange is also growing on me in general, so I feel like this is a perfect time to debut this orange piece of shit on me. I also like the fact that the carbon fiber is integrated. I think it looks awesome. I imagine it probably makes the car weigh a little less too. What kind of wheel? Are those fiber wheels or no?
No,
Those
these are
HREs, what
magnesium.
are those? Magnesium?
Yeah.
I mean, that helps a little bit too. To be honest with you, this Porsche, or these Porsche specifically, the GT4S,
Carbon
GT3s,
ceramic.
are the only one. Yeah, they're really nice. Look at those brakes. They're probably the only. Is that right-hand drive?
This is right-hand drive.
Oh, nice. They're probably the only Porsches that I really like the way they look, maybe because of how aero-aggressive they are. But this one specifically, for me, hating Porsche and everything about them, I really do think that this is a really nice-looking car. I would probably own this myself if I can understand what the hell was going on. But, yeah.
These are expensive.
How expensive are we talking?
I mean,
That one's 204,000 euro, 204,000
Pounds.
euros.
For a used one? 3,000? What's the MSRP on some like POS like this?
these start at like 150, I think.
They start at 150?
Yeah. So
And
you're
then
getting,
what you put up entertainment?
the
you're
Weissach
at
package is like
250,000?
20 grand.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right off the bat.
But it's a
not
pretty
that
big
much.
up.
What it includes carbon ceramics. It might be 30 grand,
Roll
but it includes
cage.
carbon ceramics and like the carbon hood and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a roll cage, everything.
So what do you think you can get one of these brand new for? 240? If
Less.
you
yeah, I
can,
think
if
so.
you can go to the dealer, if you could go to the dealer and buy one,
Less.
less.
210.
So then what's the specs on this?
That's
then?
what they're selling
Yeah,
for now.
210.
really.
Double
That's-
check
I
it.
mean, the car
Double
looks
check
nice,
it.
and if you really do say it's got the GT3 motor, it's got the 4.0 GT3 motor in it,
Yeah,
or the 3.8.
I think it's 3.8.
I don't know the difference. I didn't know there was. I didn't know there was a difference.
Okay, so pre 2018, they had multiple different. Again, coming from the kid that doesn't know shit about Porsche, prior to 2018, they had two different variations of the GT3 motor. They had the 3.8 and the 4.0. Then after 2018, all GT3s came with only the 4.0.
So it starts at 140, not 120. It starts at 140.
It starts at 142 basically,
4.6
and then you can pick them up on the market for around 250. It looks like
250.
250.
What's
That's
that one
actually
for
not
130?
bad.
What's that?
That's a GT4.
See, my thing.
Not an
What
R.
are the specs of it? I didn't see what you said.
Wait, so it's
So
an
it's the
extra
4.0.
500 horsepower. So yeah, the GT3 motor. It's a 4.0. There you go.
The 4.0. It revs to 9,000.
What's its 0 to 60 time?
0 to 60, I think, is like 3.2.
That's not terrible. I don't know. Should be my next car.
Here, diesel.
Should I shop for these?
3.2 seconds
That's not terrible.
for a lightweight, small, revs to 9,000 car.
I imagine you throw an exhaust and a tune on this thing, get it to like 550.
They sound pretty good
They
already.
probably
Actually,
sound pretty nice.
These
huh?
they sound insane.
like it's from the factory.
okay,
They sound
don't
pretty
get
good.
crazy on me. What
They
do you mean
sound
by
insane.
insane?
They sound
Rev
insane.
Like 458 insane or like
When the last
'cause
thousand,
the 458 sounds insane.
Stock
Yeah, it
458 or your 458?
this
My
goes up.
458 is a stock 458.
No, it's like
What are
you
you
blocked
saying?
the valves.
Okay, fine. I opened the valves up. All I did was hinder the freaking sound muffle. That's all I did.
The
I
last
didn't- I didn't
2,000,
straight
the
pump it.
last 2,000 RPM on this rev, like you hear the pitch, like just take off.
Like you hear the bark at the end.
No, high pitch.
Oh,
Scream.
high pitch.
It's like. That was,
Say it
that was
again.
horrible.
Do it
That was
again.
horrible.
Do
I
it
don't
one more
even-
time for the
I don't
viewers.
even know how to do it.
Do it one more time for the
You
viewers.
ever
please.
hear a horror movie and the door opens?
That's gotta be a new. That's gonna be our new intro sound. Welcome to Supercar Connection. All right, you want
I can make that happen.
to say you can actually watch this? This is the Ben.
Did you guys show the clip?
bullshit.
The one of and he revved that BMW.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
I say that as a GIF.
Yeah, I say it as a what?
A GIF.
GIF. GIF.
A GIF.
A GIF.
Is it GIF? Or
Like the
GIF?
fucking peanut butter, or what are you saying?
No, the
GIF.
fucking photo. You know those photos they play on
GIF.
repeat.
A GIF.
A GIF.
A GIF.
Giraffe?
GIF.
Say
GIF.
Say giraffe.
Graph.
No, giraffe.
Giraffe.
That starts with GIF.
Is it
No,
GIF or
GIR.
GIF?
Right, but then it's followed by
Giraffe.
the rest of the freaking
GI.
consonants and syllables.
GI makes J.
We're gonna have a fucking. I swear. Gallardo.
Gallardo. How's it actually
Urus.
pronounced?
What do you
Urus.
think about the spec?
I like it. I don't like the 718 in
Wonderful.
general.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me
I
details,
don't like
Benji.
the 718 in general. Just it's not the prettiest car, but I know it's a lot. It's a diamond in a handful.
This car looks insane in person.
I think it's an awesome color. I don't like orange, but on this it looks beautiful. I think the exposed carbon's awesome.
Didn't you see a GT4 RS in person?
Yeah,
You?
Huh?
You saw that? You saw
Yeah,
the GT4?
yeah. We're at the,
In person,
We were
right?
at the gas station. The GT4S pulled up.
yeah,
remember?
that black. I would prefer that color though over this. I
It's
think
like
that
it was
looks
like almost
meaner.
like a not China blue, but like that like baby blue.
But that car's pretty sweet, though, no?
It is, no, it's a very good looking car. I never said it wasn't.
The problem with this is it looks like a kind of cheap, like a cheap go kart.
It does kind of look like a cheap go kart.
But that color we saw looked really nice. I liked
does.
it a lot.
That one, well, because that blue mixed with the carbon fiber looks insane.
It was black on
This looks like an orange whatever. That's
Did it have blue wheels?
It did have blue wheels.
Oh, the blue wheels on this
It
car
makes
are
it-
beautiful.
it makes it.
The
It
blue
makes the
magnesium
car. It
wheels.
does. It
I saw
does.
the dark
The
gray,
navy
the
blue
launch.
magnesium, yeah.
I saw the launch spec. the
That's
dark,
what it was.
Oh, it was the dark
That
gray
was
with
the launch spec.
Bro,
It was
beautiful
insane.
launch spec.
I
Beautiful
liked
launch
it.
spec.
I walked up and I go, this Volkswagen is pretty damn nice.
That's my favorite too. The thing is, once you get up close and you like everything, there's so much carbon fiber on this car.
the details is
that-
probably what makes
This
car.
is the manual or PDK?
That's why PDK.
That's another thing. Porsches are actually trying to save a manual. Like
But-
how many other car brands today are making a manual car? Porsches are going the extra mile.
GT4 RS is only
Because they
PDK.
know there's idiots that will buy the damn thing. I
think.
Because they think it's some elite car because it's
That may
manual.
be wrong.
Manuals are slower than automatics.
No, it's not about performance. It's just about having the manual. That's
Right.
it. I
There's
wouldn't
idiots
want to
out
own a
there,
manual.
Like for the fact that you think that there's people that really give
they're
a shit
giving-
that
but
they
they're giving someone the
have a
option.
manual.
They're giving someone the
Yes,
option.
people give a shit.
They're okay. Again, Porsche is a genius brand. Okay, I'll give them all the kudos in the world. They're creating and continuing a market that they know still exists that everyone else has given up on. We make manual cars because there's idiots that will pay $100 over sticker because it's manual.
Yes.
Do you get it now?
Yes.
That's the whole point. It's not that they think
LFA
manual
is making an
amazing.
electric manual box
I'm
just
done.
to save
I'm
it.
done. What's the next? Can we go to the next spec check before I lose my mind? Oh my gosh.
It's good.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, dude. This is a joke. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious.
What are we
No.
looking at? Why don't
This
you
is the
describe it
Touring?
to
All
the
right.
people?
All right. This is
This is
a
the GT3 Touring.
baby crap brown colored. What is this?
GT3
A 972 or what is it?
911 GT3 Touring.
911 GT3 942 brown or baby, what is this? Baby crab brown mixed with like a tint of orange.
Sepia brown.
Sepia brown.
It's
Is that you can get that on the
looks
website?
like, okay, you know when you give
PTS color.
You know when you put a baby in like a little bib and you put them at the little thing and it like baby bar.
Wait, it's Gerber's a paint to sample color.
This looks like the color that Gerber makes their food. You know what I'm talking about?
It's kind of orange. It's like copper. It's copper.
Bro, what design is in that interior, Gavin?
Bro, who spec'd this?
Exactly? Who went to the dealership, sat down with every option in front of them, and go, "Yep, this is what I want."
Out of your PTS choice of like 100 colors, choosing this on a car that you're spending like near $300,000 on is just embarrassing.
Non-metallic too. They got sepia brown and non-metallic paint.
What's the name of the interior? If you go on the captions, what's it say?
The caption. Does it say anything specifically about like
is it
the
a heritage
interior,
package?
whatever you call it?
This is some tartan.
Bro, inside the optional full bucket seats feature aftermarket inserts with earthier colors to match the exterior. Oh, so that's not okay. That's not out of the factory then.
But it's still on there,
bro. Literally, this guy, wherever this type of dude has to live in the middle of like Alabama. He went in his closet, grabbed his oldest farm flannel, cut it up, and stitched it into the clothing of the seats. This is a joke.
Oh, sure.
This can't be real.
What do you need?
I thought it said the guy who bought it, the JTC photo, but it's not the guy.
No.
I wanted to see what the guy looked like.
No, this
Wait, is it tagged? Who's tagged in there?
This is a joke. Why are you so interested to see the owner?
I want to
car,
see
Porsche San Diego.
Because I think the owner would explain a lot. If the first picture is him wearing a cowboy hat, I'd be like,
true.
yeah, I
That's
understand.
very true.
There's no owner.
Wait, this is in San Diego?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is a surfer dude. This is some guy who lives in La Jolla that made a ton of money selling whatever BS tech company he made, but now he's a Viber and he surfs all day.
New York.
And this is what he drives.
It says it's going to New York, right?
I can't even keep up with this. Where are you at?
The other sepia brown 992 GT3 Tourings in Munich and New York. You're telling me there's two other people that spec their Porsche like this?
Wait. Does that mean there's only 3 of them?
That's a rare car.
No, because that's what I'm saying. What's going to piss me off more is you're telling me this car might hold value.
That's the thing.
Crazier than everything
You know what?
No one's going to want this.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to find such a specific buyer to get a sepia brown.
I hate it.
They may not have bought it for their own looks. They probably just bought it as a collection car. Like,
this proves to me
color.
the Porsche people are just idiotic, bro.
I don't know who's doing this.
They're idiotic. I can't do this either, bro. This is ridiculous. This looks like that BMW copper color, whoever idiot that was like, I finally got to the next level, and they went sepia brown.
That person lives in Miami.
Now we're talking.
This is kind of clean, huh?
This is kind of clean. Now, I can't see. Can you scroll the interior? Because the interior might kill it for me.
Is it orange?
If it's orange, it killed it for me.
It's the heritage package.
I like the interior.
Oh my gosh, bro!
It's
they
the
just
heritage
messed up a
package,
wet
though.
dream, bro.
That's
How
a
could they
15 or 20K package.
What did you put inside this car?
Bro, black, green, gray.
That's a
red
15K package,
bro.
though.
This is dog shit. You're showing me right now.
You don't like.
They're gonna hate you.
Seats?
That's a heritage package.
First off, they put the hypnotizing pattern in the middle of the damn seats, which is ridiculous because they're freaking brainwashing everybody. Then the orange. Does the exterior of the car have any orange
tan.
on it?
It's not
tan.
orange.
Is that tan?
Dude,
tan.
that's a heritage package.
I don't give a shit what it is. Heritage.
That's
This
the
is dog shit, bro.
Porsche
This
color.
is terrible.
That's the color.
What color is? What color trim is on the calipers and on the wheels?
Calipers is black.
Bro, like, what are they doing? They matched the interior to the side markers, the caution. That's what they did.
No, it's tan interior.
That's
How
not
about this color?
Turbo.
The color I like.
Smyrna green.
Not on the
Schmurder.
turbo.
That's what I'm saying. The color I like.
Let Benji talk. He's the guest. What do you think?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why not?
You like it because it matches your fucking purse, your bag, your hat. I don't like the color on this Turbo S. It looks better on the GT3 RS.
Did you just call it a purse?
Yeah.
This color does look better on a GT3.
That's what you get for calling that color nice. Any other
like
day,
the
I like
color.
your purse.
I
But
like the
for
color.
driving a 911, this is actually kind of an exciting 911.
What do you mean by exciting?
Turbo.
That's
What
the
do you
turbo.
mean by exciting?
Turbo S is like, it's like if most people just buy a silver Turbo S.
True.
And to me, it's still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love a Turbo S. But like at the end of the day, you're driving, you chose silver.
That's a housewife. Some housewife, he bought that as a gift for his
You're
housewife.
tripping, bro.
This guy,
This is a divorced
That is not
doctor
a-
that's trying to get into the younger scene
Yeah.
and wants to pick up attention from young girls. So when I pull up to Lavo, that the young girls waiting out front will notice me when I get out with my white hair.
you think this
is
will impress
exactly
us all?
who specs this car, huh?
Do you think this will impress us all?
Bro, please don't.
the Turbo, it's just kind of defeats the purpose of getting a Turbo S.
That's what I'm saying.
Most
The
people
Turbo
get
S is a
Turbo S to be
gentleman's
like,
car.
yeah, under the radar. I get it in silver, black,
But still
white.
smoke things on the road.
Yeah, and then instead someone's like, I want a Turbo S and give me Smyrna green.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Who bought it?
I just think,
I
think
like it, though.
they're just giving too many options.
That
man.
color's kind of hot.
Like all these crazy combos is because there's so much crazy shit available.
Yeah, but then you'll complain about every car looks the same. It's one
Porsche Crest is beautiful.
I don't
too.
mind that every car looks the same. If it looks right, make them all the same.
I love the Porsche crest.
That's crazy.
I hope they don't ever modernize the Porsche.
That's crazy. Now that.
What'd you say, Gavin?
I hope they don't ever modernize the Porsche crest.
You hope they don't?
Yeah, the Porsche
Why
crest.
not? They need to.
Like, I like
They should keep it.
the classic badge is hot.
Nah, bro. They should have a sicker, more minimalistic,
Is that a
edgier,
thing? Has
modern
any-
logo, bro.
You want Ferrari to do that too?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I hope the damn Ferrari horse turns into like a cyber horse at some point. When the cars are all damn electric, like they're practically going.
Do it to your car and then wait for the papers to come in.
What, Ferrari to take away my allocations
Yes,
and stuff like
they're
that?
gonna sue you.
Like, we don't care that you bought this.
No, they're
now.
just gonna sue you for
We're
defamation.
We're gonna repossess the car.
Like, you made our car brand look like shit.
Bro, just wait till, okay, you know how we were talking about like Teslas? They could just turn off Teslas whenever they want?
Yeah.
Now imagine when like all the electric Ferraris, and then all of a sudden you piss off
You
Ferrari.
understand every car has an ECU,
I understand this.
and you can access the ECU.
How?
I don't know, but
Exactly.
like
That's
there
what in
was- there
Bugatti,
was-
his car broke down and he made one call to Bugatti. They literally they said, "Oh, give us the VIN." They literally tracked the car down. They fixed something on their end and it fixed the car.
in 2015 there was this demonstration where they like took control of a Grand Cherokee on the highway.
Really?
Yeah, not a hybrid, just a Grand Cherokee.
Like what they do.
Like they hacked into the like ECU of the car
And shut it off.
remotely,
Wait, who did?
and they could like they turned
Jeep
off the
did? Or this was like some like off like aftermarket, like just people hacked into it. Like
some
hackers.
hackers. It was it was
Well,
like
that's different then.
It was
That's
a controlled
utilizing the
demonstration.
computer technology
But
then.
they were able to hack the car. Well, you think if they can do it, that the company can't do it?
You'd be surprised, bro. There's companies that, like, for example, the U.S. government, the security defense system, they pay hackers to break into the firewall so they can find the loophole and kill it.
Tesla does the same thing.
Exactly. But Tesla doesn't hack in their own firewall because they don't know how to. Hackers know how to.
Tesla could. You don't think Elon could access his own cars? If
Yeah,
he,
the fact that we
you know,
can
he can because they built them like that.
I'm
but I'm
just saying,
saying,
to
if
say
the
that
U.S.
in-
government can't even figure out all the ways that they can get hacked, how the hell is Jeep, one of the older Chrysler, old-minded manufacturers, going to know exactly how
Do you
to turn
think
off
they'll
their
ever
cars
get to a
whenever?
point where like they're in a police chase and they can say, "Hey, like they'll have like where basically cops will have access to shut down your car if you're in a police chase."
yes.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
telling
will.
you, they have. You're saying this is some concern for electric cars. They can do this with gas cars already.
That's fair. That's fair. I agree with you.
So all it takes is legislation to say the government can take control
Green
of the car.
light. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Imagine that you'll have Teslas trying to get away from cops, and literally,
What if
just
they limited
pick up
your
the phone
car
and be
to
like, "Yo,
drive?
Elon, turn this one off."
No, what if your car
Won't even
drives
turn it
the
off.
speed limit?
It'll pull off safely on the side of the road.
That's it, and they'll have nothing. They'll have no choice.
They'll make it a
Literally
point where
pull
your
off.
car has to. It physically cannot go past the speed limit once you. What they did
They
with
do
your
that
Ferrari.
now.
They're talking
They have
about
speed,
that.
They have speed limit caps. Wait. Who's talking about what?
They're talking about like trying to make technology for people to not go over the speed limit.
Like ever?
Yeah.
Like by choice. Like no matter who you are, what you can't exceed a
You
certain
can
speed.
catch
I don't
you
know
my
how- I don't know
AMC
how close we are to
Gremlin.
that.
No
There's
ECU.
I hope we're not close to that, bro. Because speed limits aren't made for everybody. They're not, bro. Okay.
Drive safe. Drive safe.
Drive safe. I'm not promoting not driving safe. That's fine. But speed limits were made because the mass majority of people don't know how to drive. So they had to pick a speed that everybody can manage.
Well, also old cars couldn't.
But yeah, like
handle.
us elite drivers, I could drive at 90 miles an hour on the freeway, bro. And I promise you, I'll be fine. I won't touch anybody. Nothing will ever happen. If anything, I'll make the road safer.
Driving faster is actually safer. Than
It is.
slower on
It's-
the freeway.
Safer than slower. Yeah.
No,
Someone going like
obviously.
40 on the highway
Bro,
is way
people-
more dangerous than
It's
someone
retarded.
flying on the
merging
highway.
on the freeway. People merge at 40 miles an hour. You need to merge at the speed of flow of traffic. You need to be getting up to 65, 70, not creeping into my lane at 45 when you just got on the freeway.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you. And you're looking at me like I was talking crazy you looking at me like I was Alex Jones for 2 seconds.
Can we talk about something though?
Yeah, hit me.
That's a wild comment.
What happened? What? Talk to me.
We got to talk about the cars we drove
Oh, yes. Let's talk about it.
because that's kind of important today.
The experience, yes.
Yeah. Because Benji was here when we drove all these cars, and
You want me to set the scene real quick? To
sure,
the
go
viewers?
ahead. Yeah.
So recently, the three of us had a great opportunity to compare and drive an extremely cool lineup of cars. We had a 22 McLaren GT. We had a 21 Corvette C8. We had a 2010 Ferrari 458. And then we had a 2020 992 911 base.
Shout out to
model
Vartan and the car
Yeah.
rental.
Shout out to
Carrera
Vartan,
Cabriolet.
Cartiers Auto Group, and shout out to Gary over at California Exotic Rentals for letting us give those other 2 accessory cars. But now we can talk about it exactly.
Yeah.
We all got the opportunity to drive those cars and compare them within themselves.
I got to drive the C8.
Gavin, who had never driven a McLaren, got to drive a McLaren for the first time.
or 911.
I also had never driven a 911 before, especially the new 992 platform. I got to drive it, and now I for sure hate them, and I want to talk all the shit about them because I got to drive one.
Benji drove a C8.
Apparently,
I got to drive
Benji's
the
20
C8.
years old and has driven everything the world has ever produced. So he got to drive a lot of the
C8.
same car. He got to drive a C8.
I liked it.
Which one you want to dive into first?
I want to talk about the comparison between the Carrera 911 Carrera, base Carrera, and the C8 because that's like
I'll go last.
That is a competition. Like those go head to
Let me
head.
get ready for this one.
That is a cross shopping car.
I'll get
That
you
is a
towel
cross
for your
shopping car.
forehead.
Like,
I will go last. Let you two stop. You guys go first.
You can pick up a good C8 Corvette for under 100 grand these days. Yeah,
Easy.
What's a new one? What's a new one spec out to? You can probably get them for close to sticker now, right?
You can. No. Stingrays you can definitely get for sticker.
Stingrays for sticker.
Stingrays you can for sure
What's
get for
sticker?
sticker.
Yeah, what's sticker on a C8?
I mean, technically they start at what? 60 grand, I think, technically. It's advertised.
52.
59,999 or 60. No,
Not
I think
anymore.
after the refresh, it's like 63,000, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
refresh.
The base.
base before
The
any
base.
But let's talk about just a diesel.
Most are 93,
right? You want me to compare
C8.
mine?
Sure.
I have a 3LZ
Yeah.
with pretty much almost every option you can have except some of the more like performance weird stuff. But I have Z51 package, front lift, camera rear, front camera. I'm trying to think what else. Carbon fiber interior. I have a bunch. I have a lot like the 3-stage.
ventilated
Give
seats.
give us the
85,000.
85,000. You can get a loaded C8.
You can get a loaded C8 for 85,000. That's
Before
sticker.
tax?
Sticker. Before tax.
See, that's
Before
crazy.
tax.
And on the,
Montana.
as a comparison, the 992 911 Carrera starts at $115,000.
Starts.
Starts at 115.
So you're at 120, 125.
Like the Cabriolet we were driving was probably 130 plus some
And
options.
if you're buying them like
Plus
135,
used, like if you're buying
140.
them with like 2,000, how much are they?
2,000 miles. You can for sure get a good C8 right now for low 80s with a couple thousand miles.
And a 911?
Probably 100.
I don't think that low.
No, not
110?
even. Probably.
110, I think is right. So you're getting for 110, you're getting 300 and what horsepower? 350, 360,
Something like that.
370, something like that.
Yeah.
For that, okay, you're getting, and then for comparison, you get 495 horsepower, 500 horsepower for less. I mean, describe your experience. You drove both cars, having driven the C8 for the first time.
379 horsepower
379 horsepower
in the base 911.
in the base 911.
I think if
495 in the base C8.
If you want a track car, get the C8. But if you want a daily, I would rather daily the Porsche just because of the simplicity and comfortable. Getting out of your car was really hard, and I couldn't imagine going anywhere in that daily. But if you want a more like car that's wow, and you want to impress people, get the C8.
Who do we bring on the Supercar
I
connection?
really don't know, bro. I really don't know. You have the wildest opinions, bro. Wildest. Which
But am I not right?
I respect. No, you're absolutely not right. You're wrong as hell, bro.
I crawl in and out of a 4C multiple times a day.
You crawl.
That is
Most people
not-
aren't
is-
used to that.
That is not my concern.
Yeah. Wait. Are you siding with him right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
All
he's
right.
talking
I
about.
was gonna say,
He's saying how
see,
like
I know my own co-host is not, not stabbing me in the back.
He couldn't imagine getting in a C8.
I'm not going to Costco with that C8.
You're tripping. You're not going in a 911 either.
Yes, I would.
Bro, the C8 has 2 trunks. You can fit 2 sets of golf clubs in that car. They designed it for that.
Yeah, it did have a lot of
literally
space.
the daily driving supercar.
No.
Yes, I just said supercar. It's the daily driving supercar.
See, that's wild.
Your frunk can fit, I think it can fit golf clubs. But for
No.
sure, the rear can. First off, it has a trunk in the back.
I barely fit
with
my
the
camera
engine in
bag.
the back. Okay, how many cars do that alone? Name how many supercars, mid-engine supercars, that have a rear trunk.
NSX
Okay,
or Alpha 4C.
Alpha 4C. What else?
I think that's it.
That's it. Alpha 4C is how big?
Tiny.
Tiny.
Tesla
okay,
Roadster.
and people care about NSXs. How much?
7.
7 what? Out of 10? What the fuck was 7?
It's just 7.
The 7.
That's how much they
just
care.
7. That's how much we're doing.
That's all they get.
Exactly.
That's all the NSX gets is 7.
So not only do you have enough room for the golf clubs in the back, you still have a full-blown frunk in the front.
Okay, but what do you ask? Are you asking me what I'd rather daily or what I'd rather? If you gave me 2 options, what I get the keys to?
What you get to keep?
C8. I'd rather keep the C8. It's a cooler race car.
Okay.
I feel like he just really reworked his
Yeah,
opinion,
that
but
was-
that's fine.
No,
That's
I said daily.
You took me for a loop.
Yeah,
if
you
you
really
gave me
did.
2 tickets, if you gave me 2 keys and you said which one you want to take home, I'm taking home the C8.
Oh.
But if you said which one would you rather daily for the rest of your life, I'd pick the Porsche any day.
I
if
feel
I
like
was
that's I feel like
forced.
that's solely because you're 5'8".
Because I'm
I guess that makes sense. That's a more reasonable
gonna
answer than what I thought you were saying in the beginning, I guess.
I know. I feel like he took me for a loop too. I feel like he
did.
took me for one giant.
I didn't know what you
I
guys
just
were
got.
asking.
I
You'd
just
rather
got
have the
worked up
C8.
just to get right back to the point.
like, dude, that having that. Yes, I know the C8 can go convertible or Spider, whatever.
It's a T-top. You can take the top off.
Yeah, awesome. But the
They
Porsche is
also
more
have hardtop
convertible.
convertibles.
Rather have the Porsche.
So you'd rather have the Porsche, the 911 convertible.
Yes.
Okay, so
Not
now we're
the
talking
hardtop.
140 grand.
Yeah, easy. Now you're at 140 bands.
Correct.
To
And
be under 400 horsepower.
correct. And if
And
we're
be
talking
at
about
0 to
price,
60 in what, 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Try 2.9 in the C8. I'm going to say that again.
I didn't even get
Try
the-
2.9 in the C8. Bro, C8's untouchable.
And I told you
C8,
this,
it's just every time, every topic,
You
everything
said
you
your
want to cover,
C8 handled.
the C8 literally is the number one car in the market.
I didn't feel
And then you go to
comfortable
the
getting in that
Z06
car.
version of the C8, and that's the number one supercar in the market.
I didn't feel
right now.
comfortable getting in that car. And like you said, most people aren't keeping these cars for more than a year, 2 years. When I didn't get
Comfortable getting in, like comfortable
no,
getting
no,
in and
not
out?
walking in. I'm talking about when I whipped it around a corner. I didn't feel comfortable whipping it like I did that Porsche.
Interesting.
Well, handling, even though, again, the C8 is a handling beast for what it is, I will hang it. But then again, that's whole Porsche brand. They hang their hat on the freaking handling because of the way the car is designed. The motor's behind the rear axle. It's a rear engine car. It's not a mid-engine car.
That
So
doesn't-
that part I'll give it to you.
But I mean, mid-engine is supposed to be for better handling anyway.
No, it's not. Mid-engine? Then rear engine? How is that possible? You have the weight more in the back. You have less chance of spinning out.
Is that what you want?
In a handling car?
You don't want it balanced?
Why? I mean, you do want it more balanced, but also depends on what exactly you're trying to do. Are Porsche not the best handling cars?
And that's another thing, bro.
That's
Your
coming from me
C8
who hates them. That's why they're the best handling cars, is because the motor
That's
and the
specifically why? Because it's rear engine?
Because it's rear engine.
Your C8's a unicorn.
Think about the center of gravity. Think about where the weight is. The weight puts down.
So we're talking about the comparison of the C8 and the 911.
Yep.
As like
As a
you're
whole car.
You're shopping for the car.
Yeah, if we're
You're
talking about the
buying-
stock, and
you're
actually,
buying
you
the
know
car.
what? I rescind what I said about the C8. Your C8 is a one-of-one unicorn. It's a car that I think is a beautiful car. The color, everything you put on it,
Why, thank you.
beautiful. Every other C8 I think looks like shit and it looks like cheap. Their paints, most of their paints, there's like 4 of them in my garage. There's some red ugly ass Santa color, and there's another bright orange.
red.
Doesn't look good.
Edge red.
They don't look good. It looks like a cheap plasticky car, and I think a 911
miss torch
base looks
red.
better.
I do a Mr. Orange red. It's edge red bullshit. Have you seen a repeat blue one?
Is that the bright one?
It's a bright
It's like
blue.
the Porsche Shark Blue.
Like that repeat Bentley I saw.
It is a ripoff of the Shark
I'm
Blue.
gonna kill you, dude. You're not gonna make it out of this episode.
It's a ripoff
bro.
of that Shark
You're
Blue.
not gonna make it. No, it's not. It's a completely different blue. Shark
the
blue.
two colors.
Shark blue is a deeper royal blue. Rapide blue, okay, not rapid. Rapide blue is a lot more brighter, exotic blue. Okay, it is.
And it was out before Shark Blue. So
Okay, Miami Blue was out before. Miami Blue is a much nicer color than whatever that bright blue is. It just looks cheap. It's that
Bro,
pastel
you're
color. It
tripping,
looks
bro.
cheap.
You're so tripping.
Does the
bro.
C8 not look cheap?
You're so tripping, dog. You're so tripping.
here's the question.
The Z06 looks better.
If you're shopping for a sports car, your options are you can go and you can get a C8 Corvette for $85,000, or you can get a 911 for $130,000. Like,
Yes.
you're picking the 911, or you picking the
I would
C8?
rather save up for the 911. I'd rather save up the extra 50, whatever, an extra $500 a month.
Because for me,
for
even at
Porsche.
an even swap, I'd rather drive the C8.
You're paying insurance the same thing anyways.
What do
Makes
you
up
mean?
for it. It's the C8's a 2-seater roadster, and then when you tell them that you have a Porsche 911, it's a coupe,
4 seats.
4 seats. The
Technically,
insurance will make up for the
even
payments.
though the kid's an idiot, technically he's right there.
Is it going to make up that much?
It doesn't. I mean, it also depends on your age, your driving history, and everything in between.
For me, it
Technically
makes a huge
speaking,
difference.
You're not going to market
technically
it.
speaking.
Anything you mark is not your primary barely costs anything. So
Dude, my
Your
non-primary
insurance bill, you
car.
putting- I don't. They don't care what my daily is. They're charging me up the ass. You kidding me? They're also
Yeah.
trying. I mean, that's a whole different. Insurance is a whole different topic.
What is your primary car?
don't worry about it.
It's sitting in a lot, not moving.
Yeah, I was like, you can't disclose too much information on this podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
This goes
my
on the
goodness.
internet.
It does. I'm gonna say the people at home still have to inquire a little
digital
bit about the
footprint.
ins and the outs
It's
of
a
how
bike.
the Supercar Connection podcast really works.
Look, I drive less miles than is quoted on my insurance. That's all that matters.
100%.
When they ask me,
Yep.
if they ask me for my odometer reading, it's less miles than what I
They
pay
don't ask
for.
you to send a picture. I have to send a picture.
You do?
Yeah.
It's because they don't trust
AAA.
you. 'Cause
No,
you're
they don't.
20 and idiotic, and you like Porsches more than you like Corvettes.
I don't have to send
You're
anything.
crazy.
Probably
Listen,
good I didn't, because I drove way under the first 2 years. So
I'm just going to send them an old picture
Lucky
that I took a year ago.
I'm going to say the final cap for the episode, okay? I think Benji's crazy for even considering the fact that the 911 is even close to the C8 Corvette. C8 Corvette is 100% a better car, pound for pound, price per price, whatever, even price per flex ratio, whatever you want to call it. The The C8 Corvette
For
is
the price, yes.
unbeatable.
Yes,
It's
for the price.
unbeatable. It's in a market category of its own. Even just throwing under 100K, there's no car under 100K that you can get that for, and it being current year.
Well,
Current year.
We've talked about the C8 a lot.
Yeah.
Can you describe your like opinion of your experience with the 911?
Me?
Yes.
All right, I will. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah. I want like, what did you think about? We've talked about the Corvette a lot.
Yeah. What do I think about the
What did you think about
the opposite side of the thing?
This was your first experience in the 911.
Fair.
You
It
still
was.
enjoyed the car.
I did. Okay, here, I'll say it what it is, okay? As you guys can tell from my background, how I've been talking, I'm not a Porsche guy whatsoever. But I went into it with an open mind. I will say that I did. Benji has a point. The infotainment system, the minimalistic design inside, it's very appeasing and it's very easy and simple, okay? On top of that, the handling of the car makes the car feel a lot better overall because you have when you have good handling, the rest of the car feels more than what it is. One thing about Porsche, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong about this, it's all about how that car puts the limited power down to the wheels, okay?
Very well.
When you have handling like that, it makes the car feel more powerful than it is because it's putting all 379 horsepower
Yes.
to the wheels.
100% of it.
That part I get.
That's
but the
very
problem with that is people get too obsessive with that idea and they think that this car is some crazy thing because it feels them more than what it is. They're just feeling all the car.
Yeah.
And not saying that that's a bad thing, but that's what it is.
It's maximizing.
It's
But
maximized.
like, I can feel a 911 wherever I go. If I'm in Glendale, if I'm in LA, if I'm in Santa Clarita, I can feel the car 100% of the time. You can't say the same thing about the C8. You can't feel it 100% everywhere. You can feel it maybe like 20%, 30% everywhere.
I'm done talking to him for the rest of the episode.
Forget even trying to compare them at this point.
I'm not addressing him the rest of the episode.
The 911, because you had only driven the turbo, yeah, the Turbo S.
Before that, yeah.
So you hadn't driven a base 911, but you still liked it a lot. What did you like about it?
I could gas it and not be worried. Again, I can gas it
That's
anywhere.
it, just because you can do that with a Miata.
No, I could gas
Exactly.
Or a Civic.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
Miata doesn't
go
move.
get a BRZ and you'll be straight.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any
you
sense.
can gas it.
Another
and
thing, again,
won't
another
be
thing is
worried.
if I'm someone who drives in the city and I lane change a lot, I like my blind spots. I like to be able to see. I couldn't do that in the city. I literally would stay in the same lane just because I was worried. I couldn't see anything, even with all the cameras on that car. I couldn't see out the car.
But you how long does it take to learn that? Because are you worried about
5
visibility
minutes?
in that car?
Absolutely not.
Because I think if
I'm
someone
also the best driver in the world.
I think if someone got in my car for the first time, they'd be worried about visibility.
I was worried. That was
No,
the first
your
thing I
car
got in
was
your car. I
fine.
was like,
I liked your car.
I'm not worried about visibility.
You're
at
also
all.
5'8", so that's why you like this car.
Yeah, and I could see out
Bro,
of your
I
car.
got in and I looked like Mr. Incredible when he was in his little car. I was really like,
I'm
sitting
5'11".
there like
That
this.
car was hot.
That car was hot.
Which car?
That was
Someone
hot.
needs to make a metal version of that car for real.
Which
Put
car?
that on the roads. From the
Oh my
Incredibles,
gosh.
you were too
Anyways, yeah, you have to say, yeah, bro, you were in diapers. Don't worry about it.
young. Incredibles came out, you were like 3.
Anyways, in
Probably
my opinion,
younger.
I feel like that's a good.
Maybe not even born yet.
I feel like that's a good point to cap it.
Well,
What do you think? No.
you don't care what I thought about it?
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Gab,
I
that's
don't-
my
I
bad.
don't need to give my opinion
No,
on
my
it.
bad.
Don't
You're
even
right.
worry
I'm
about
sorry. No. Say your opinion.
I think we just end it.
Say your opinion, Gavin.
We're
Say
out.
your opinion. Say your opinion. My bad. Say your opinion.
Oh man,
Say your opinion.
it's okay.
Say your opinion. That's my bad. I apologize.
So, can you not at least agree that the PDK is crazy?
I was literally gonna say that, but the PDK is insane.
The transmission is the best part of that car.
It is, but that's the thing, though.
Best part of that car.
Here's the part you want me to talk. Really, can I go in one more controversial
Sure,
thing?
go ahead.
It's not that much better than the new dual clutch transmission in the C8.
You told me not to use it.
Huh? The PDK?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you blowing up the damn thing because you don't know how to
Exactly,
drive.
because it's not reliable.
You don't know how to drive.
Can you downshift in the high revs in the
Yeah,
C8?
yeah,
Nice.
bro.
You told me
the
no.
PDK is insane. It's very good,
PDK.
but it's not that much better than the dual clutch transmission that they've incorporated in the new platform of the C8.
But that's what makes me think about how amazing like the GT3 RS is. Because when you pair that PDK with a proper engine, I bet it's insane.
Think about that dual clutch transmission with a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 pushing out 670 horsepower.
I can't wait for it. I'm ready to drive it.
There it is.
Make
what
it happen.
What do you think about the 911?
When I first drove it, it is not a first impression car. Not at all. When I first drove it, I was like, why the hell would anyone buy this car? This car is ridiculous. This is crazy. 120 grand, 130 grand for this car is an absolute joke, was my first impression. The more I drove it, the more I liked it. Because I drove it for a while that day when we took them all out.
It grows on you.
It grows on you. The more I drove it, the more I liked it. The launch control was fun, but you can't buy a car just because of launch control.
But that's a car you can launch control over and out. You can't do that
launch
in any
control
other car.
whenever you
You can do it in
want.
the C8.
It's a really great like launch control. It puts down the power well, good traction, all that stuff, and it kind of launches you. It's a fun time. The transmission's amazing. It's pretty comfortable. At the end of the day, though, still after all that, as fun as it is, $130,000 for that car.
What else can you get for 130? Like
He's
if
a
you had
complete
130,000, what can you buy?
I'm buying an
Corvette
R8.
Not C. No, that's 80. Oh, that's what you can buy for 80. What can you buy for 130,000?
I'm buying an
The
R8.
exact price point, you mean?
Yeah, an R8.
The exact price point?
And
I buy Z06 out the dealer.
yeah, when the Z06
No markup.
when the Z06 is at sticker,
You're over.
You'd rather own
You
a
don't
Z06 than an R8?
I'd rather own a Z06 than a 911.
I'd rather own a Z06 than any other thing in existence.
More than your Ferrari?
Yeah.
Go trade your Ferrari right now.
Huh? No, but I'm not paying markup because the second I pay markup and they get down, I lose the equity in the car. I'm throwing money away.
I think
We don't make bad financial decisions here at Supercar Connection.
no, we don't.
Damn straight.
I'd probably rather have the R8, but I'd enjoy driving the
my
Z06
gosh.
more. So
I
it
can't do
depends.
this anymore,
I'd have the R8 for a while, and
I
then
haven't
when
driven a Z06.
You can't
I
be
say.
serious.
Then when I was done,
You
I'd
cannot
get
be
the
serious.
Z06. And
Look me in the face. Tell me you pick an R8 over the brand new Z06. You cannot be serious when you just said that right now.
Has 2 extra cylinders.
Please tell me before I kill him. Please tell me you can't be serious.
I'd have to drive both the cars.
Oh my gosh, Gavin! Oh my gosh,
Why is that a bad answer? I'd drive both the cars and then make a decision.
bro! Because how is that even a question?
My decision
R8's all-wheel drive.
would be based on my emotional experience driving the cars.
I can't do this anymore, bro.
Like, is the
I can't
Z06
do
one of
this
the best
anymore.
sounding cars? Not at all.
I didn't even say I'd just pick it straight up.
R8 sounds sexy.
He just wants clips.
Dude, you like Evos. No, okay, Joey, you like Evos, right?
No.
Why are you lying?
Yes, I like Evos.
It's the same fucking motor and transmission as the R8.
That I agree with. That I 100% agree with. But you're talking
Whole
about
different suspension setup.
That's whole different.
they're very
But you're
different
talking
cars.
about, would you rather own a Z06 or would you rather own an Evo?
out right now. Right now,
Well, yeah, sure.
Z06 over an Evo 100%.
I don't even want to ask.
Bro,
why.
you're talking about. You gotta understand. This new Z06 has the most powerful, naturally aspirated V8 ever produced. 670 horsepower.
I'm not taking that
It
through a canyon.
redlines at 8,600 RPMs.
Not taking that car
Okay?
through a canyon.
Here's yes. Oh my god.
The Z06?
Bro, I can't. do
No,
this.
I think it handles well. It is a
I can't
scary
do
car.
this.
I told you
can't
it's a
do
scary
this.
car.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't know how to drive. That's
The
why you're scared
Z06
of it.
is a track
You
car.
put an elite driver like myself in the driver's seat. This is at GM right here. You put me in the driver's seat, it's over. I will take that car to the limit, push it past the limit, take it back, drive it around, spin it around the block, and show everybody how amazing
The other
that car
thing is,
really is.
the Z06, you've got a naturally aspirated flat plane crank V8. The power is going to be super linear. It's going to be incredible, and it's it is a track car. So like handling is not something you should be worried about in the Z06.
Thank you.
One
This
more
kid's
question
amazing.
for the guest before he goes, since he just wants to come on here and start things anyway.
Yeah, I know. He wants to piss me off. Directly came out here with the intention to piss me off.
All right, to cap us all off, one simple question, easy lob for you. You could have any car. Pick any car.
In the world or
Put
with
in
the
your
four that we
garage.
drove?
No, in the world.
I know he's going to have some crazy ass answer. I already know.
Pick any car.
You need to be more specific with this question because he's going to say something really stupid if you don't.
Should-
Production car.
Should we just take off
non-production car?
no hyper cars?
Thank you. There it is. Thank
How about
you. 'Cause
that?
I knew
Does
he was gonna say-
LaFerrari fall under there?
Yes,
Yeah, that
bro.
does.
Yes.
Not a bad answer though. I wouldn't have judged it.
I wouldn't have judged it either, but I just knew that's where he was going to go.
Yeah.
No, I would have said Apollo IE, but
Supercars. So like, let's say like a million is your cap these, which is crazy that that's got to be the cap these days.
But
That makes me a little bit sad.
it'd be probably an F8 Tributo.
F8, that's your favorite.
F8, yeah, like I like the A12. It's the F8 is a better all-around A12. You can see, you can actually see. I don't know. I would.
I don't know if I
It's the
compare it to the
458.
A12.
It's the 458 with more power. I like the F8 Tributo. It's a
it's-
beautiful car. It looks sexy. It's all the car I need. That's all I need.
Can't judge it.
That's a fair answer.
I would take an F8.
Would you
Also
take a F8 over like a 488 Pista?
I forgot that existed. No, actually, the 488 Pista is my dream. Yeah, I would take a 488 Pista. over
488
that.
Pista, look at
Yeah,
that.
I forgot that existed. I would take a 488 Pista.
I'm glad I could help you figure out.
Thank
your
you for
dream
changing
car.
my mind.
That's what I do for people. Come to me. You don't know what car to get. I will help you figure it out. I know how to put you in the perfect car. We'll put Joe in a Z06.
Yeah, I would rather have a 488 Pista over a SF90 any
Get
day,
me
too.
into a Z06, please.
We'll get Joe into a Z06. I know he'll be happier than any other thing we put him in.
No.
We'll get Benji a 488 Pista. And me, I don't really know yet. We'll figure it out.
TBD.
Right now it's an R8. But that's
The
not
Lotus
that's not out of
Emira.
anything.
It ain't final.
Out of anything,
I'm gonna convince Gavin to join the
SF90XX. Give me that one.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
take that.
That's what I'm
Is that
talking
under
about.
$1 million?
Probably
Is it?
not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to actually get your
Did I
hands
break
on
my
one.
own
Yeah,
rule?
there's
Did I
no
break
way.
my own rule?
I think you did, low key. It's okay though. You're the one that created it, so you can just. I mean, at that point, when you create the laws, fuck the laws.
Wait, what did you say you'd pick?
That's a quote.
What did you pick under $1 million?
I haven't said one.
What
I'm
would
not
it
going to
be?
say one because
Say it.
no
You're
matter
not
what,
gonna
It's
say
gonna say the SVJ.
right now,
SV, not J.
because we're up to $1 million. I'm
I
not
actually
going to
never
pick the
asked
Z06.
why.
But I really do think if I really had anything, I would pick the Z06. But since we're going $1 million, I won't say that. Honestly, right now, I'd probably pick an SF90.
Yeah.
I'd probably pick an SF90.
Over
That
an
car's
SV,
insane.
over an SV or SVJ.
I probably would. Just because, you know why? Because now that I have my Ferrari, I'm starting to like the brand more. So I'm kind of curious to see what the top of line is. Versus like an Aventador, SV is always my dream car since I was young. But for some reason now, my curiosity is peaking in the other direction. And everybody, I've only heard the most insane things about the SF90.
The SF90, I have only heard.
I've only heard insane
That's a
things.
sentence you can't say at 12.
What?
My interest started peaking the other direction. You said it to your dad, he'd be like, what?
You'd be like, what, bro? But yeah.
Wait, why do you guys like the S? I know that the SV is more rare, right, than the SVJ?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
they made more
Yeah,
SVJs
yeah.
than
They made way
SVJs.
more SVJs.
Why do you like the SV more than the SVJ, even though SVJ more looks better?
First off, the SV looks way better than the SVJ.
what
SVJ
way?
looks like a cartoon round-off version of the SV. The SV looks like the maxed, crazy body lines, freaking aggressive aero that Lamborghini made. On top of that, I like the way the car sounds better.
I don't know if I agree necessarily with his description of it, but we get to the same conclusion. I just like how the SV looks more than the SVJ.
Can you pull up what an SV looks like?
Pull up what an SV looks like.
Did I just spoon feed you everything, dog?
I don't have my phone.
Pull it up real quick for me.
We're pulling it up.
It's fine.
And then we'll let these guys get to their jobs.
Their jobs, I know, right? Let them go.
Well, at this point, they're probably listening to us on the way home.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. SV.
That blue one is perfect. Just click on the blue one. See that? Okay.
I understand.
Now go to an SVJ. Can you just type in SV versus SVJ? I guarantee you Google has a picture of the two of them next to each other. There you go. It has to.
Bro, the SVJ hood looks better, though.
Bro, you're tripping, dog. Look at that. Which one do you think looks better?
The SVJ on the right.
I can't, bro. I can't do this with this kid.
Yeah, I like the SV.
Yeah, bro. The SV just looks. I'm telling you, the SV is the max aggressive. Like, look at the SVJ. It looks rounded and cartoony.
Where are you seeing? Not the STL.
Can we keep scrolling, Gavin?
I can agree on the back. I like the spoiler on the SVJ more, but that back, whatever that on top of the hood, I don't like on the SVJ.
There you go. There's a
There
good
you go. That's
comparison.
perfect. You're telling me that top looks more aggressive than the bottom?
Wait, well, okay, before I say something retarded, do all SVs come like a spider top?
All
No,
SVJs or
no.
SVs?
No, there's Coupe
No?
and Roadster.
That's a Roadster.
Okay, well then you can't compare those two. An SV,
I mean, they look the
spider
same.
looks better than
They're
that.
very similar looking cars, but just look at the front end. Look at how much more aggressive the SV front end looks than the SVJ.
I agree with you. It
That's
does
what I'm
look
saying.
more-
It's
yeah, it does.
rounded and it's cartoonish. To be honest with you, the rears pretty much look the same, except when you get to the actual rear, then they change again.
But the spoiler on the SVJ looks better than the one on the SV.
So I'm saying, bro.
No, on the SVJ it looks better.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that back.
The overall back in the SV does look better. I'll agree.
Yeah,
That
bro. I'm
diffuser is
just an SV guy, bro.
That one's crazy.
All
How
right.
much does the SV go for? 700? 600?
Damn near about the same.
They're also rarer too. That's
They're
what's
rare,
rare.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like in the long run, the SV might end up being the champion
I think it will
because they made like 3,000 SVJs, which for a special edition car, that is a ton.
be. Yeah, it is.
That's a ton. I think they only made like 500 of the SV.
SVs. You got a lot to learn, big guy. Don't worry. That's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
We'll catch
Don't
you
worry.
up.
I got
Thanks.
you.
Yeah, I'm
All
your
right.
assistant.
Well, that was a good one. That was a long one. We
Long
went
one.
a while. Yeah.
It
Thanks
is.
for. I guess we kind of had our normal conversation, and then Benji was just able to add
A little
30% more to the conversation and really rile you up. So he got you going.
He pissed me off.
Maybe
You
we
guys
just
got
need
to see a new
we'll
side
bring
of
him on
him.
more just to have you riled up for the people.
What makes me good? I make people mad.
I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on. We really do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
That's it.
We're out.
Peace out from Supercar Connection.